Hey there all, and welcome back to my channel. And it seems like I've been gone away for a long time. Again, that's because I got cold and I was not able to record any videos. But now I'm back and well, uh, I'm gonna show you how to make this cool hover animation of a button only using HTML and CSS with the nice reflecting mirror-like effect. Alright, let's move on to our code. There we go. And the code is really simple on the HTML side at least. We just need to give it a button with the name hover me. That's it. And the name, whatever you want, you can give it. So there is the button that we need. Let me just that's the button. Alright, now the button is now looking really great. It's just a simple, boring, small button. Now I need to first clear things off that I've already normalized everything using padding and margin, and then on the body I've centered the button using display flex and then give it a background color of this color and a height of 100 ph so that the display flex happens on the vertical side. Alright, let's move on to the buttons, and here we have a border that I have commented out, and that's because I cannot remember this color. So yeah, don't worry about it, we can uncomment it and I will explain to you what it is. So for now we need to do a font size of 30 pixels. Alright, now it's big, and then give it a letter spacing, which as the name suggests is giving the letter a space of 5 pixels, so it nicely separates. There we go. And then I'm gonna give it a padding of 20 pixels. Alright, it's looking good. And finally, I'm gonna uncomment it, and the shortcut for that, at least in Windows, is Control/. And there we go. We have a blue border right here. 5 pixels solid, which means it will continuously be a border, and then this color. Alright, now we need to change the background color. And you can give any color you want, but I personally don't want any color, so we use transparent, so it just becomes clear. But the problem is the color of the text is black, so it is not currently visible. So what we need to do is give the color of the text be white. Alright, now that's it on the button styling. It looks great, I hope. Anyway, let's just do the reflecting thing that goes around. I will explain you what that is in a second. So for that we need button and then pseudo element selector, which is button before. Now this is a way of adding an element without actually mentioning it on HTML, so it's just knowing about the element when it gets to the CSS. So that's basically in a nutshell what it is. So first of all we need to write content in a colon, and that's just a step that we need to follow so that the content is visible here. And then I'm gonna give it a height of 30 pixels and then a width of 100%, and also I need to give it a position absolute so that it will be visible here. And also I need to give it, oh, let me just give it a color of white. Oh, sorry, background color. Ground color of white. Alright, now when I put width 100%, it will take up the whole screen space, and that's because there is no position relative here. So what this means is the size, which is the width 100%, will always take the width of the button, their parent element, and that's because it's relative to its children. I mean, the children are relative to its parent, and that explains why this is here. And the position absolute is for changing the position of this strip according to our own will. So let's rotate it and then give it a negative 20 degree DEG. Right, maybe 30. Alright, 40. Yeah, that looks okay to me. And also I'm gonna give it an opacity of a 0.4. Alright, now it's looking clear. And also a filter blur of 4 pixels. There we go. Now it looks like a reflection, kinda. And also there is an overflow of the strip, and for that we are gonna use overflow hidden on the button. There we go. Now it's looking great, and all we need to do right now is keyframe. At keyframes, I'm gonna give it a simple name, maybe line, and then at 0% and 100%, because we need the starting point and the end point to be same, we give it a translate, which is the change in position. On the X direction, which is gonna be -100%. Oops. And on the Y direction, we don't need any Y thing, so we just put it as 0. And also I need the default position of the before element to be also the same, otherwise there might be some visual bugs that you might encounter. And now in the 50% side, so on the 50%, I need the translate to be 100% on the X direction. Alright, now all we need to do is copy it. Oh, copy and paste, and give the button hover right here, and then before. After that, I'm gonna give it an animation line and 0.8 seconds linear, so that it is smooth. Now let's just see what happens. There we go. We have the nice reflecting animation. And on my actual code, I've also given it some glow and a cursor pointer. So I will let you do that on yourself, so you will learn some things. And that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new on the way. Until the next video, goodbye.